Hi there, everybody. It's your pal Jeff back again with another weekly learning. It's been a few weeks. I had a little illness and some stuff that set me back for a few weeks. So I'm back with lots of interesting stuff to share. I'm going to try and keep it short and just do one weekly learning for you this week. And this week I want to talk about something that if you work in tech, you're going to be really familiar with. And if you don't work in tech, like me, you may have never heard of it before. For those of you that need a refresher, Onlia is an online learning company. We work with clients all over the world to help them with transformation and change within and without their organizations via learning. And because we're a learning company, we like to make learning part of our everyday culture. And so I like to bring little things that I've learned that people bring to our weekly all hands meeting. And so the one that I'm sharing this week is a term that, like I said, if you work in tech, you know this. You can scroll away right now. If you don't work in tech, you may have never heard this before. It was a term that was new to me. It's called technical debt, and I'll get into it in a second. But essentially, what it is because software development is kind of an ever-changing thing. It's not like if you make a hammer or a table and you sell that product and then that product goes to the customer and unless it breaks and is under warranty or something, you never really hear about it again from the customer. When you sell software, the world around the software and even the software itself is sort of constantly shifting. The operating systems that software runs on are constantly updated. The internet browsers that we use are all constantly updated to hopefully make things better and more fluid for us. So the products that exist on those also need to be constantly updated. And so there's this term in software development called technical debt. And essentially what it is you have to figure out as an organization when you're building and selling a piece of software, how much work you're going to continue to do on that software after it initially goes on sale. And so there's a few different directions or forms that this can take that are really interesting to me. The first and most obvious one is that you have to account for making those updates and keeping updates going so that your software continues to work in all the places that your customers are using it and in all the ways that it's meant to work. The second way is you can actually release software into the marketplace. I won't say that's incomplete, but maybe doesn't have every feature and component that you dream of it having, but you have a version that works and does the thing that it's supposed to do. And you can use the revenue that you generate by selling that version to the customers to add, future features and updates to it that will increase the value of it. One, keep those customers using it, but two, maybe bring in new customers, and it's a way to finance that further development. And then the third way that it sort of works is you can release and this happens, I think, more frequently with sort of video games, and there's been a few debacles over the years where this has happened, where you have sort of a workable version, or you think it's a workable version, and you need to start selling it because you promised to come to market on like April 23rd, 2024. And so that's your deadline. And so you release the game. And even if the game is a little glitchy or all the levels don't work, you keep working on that. And that is part of your technical debt. So it's actually, both a software development term, but really an accounting term as well, because you're figuring, future work on the software is future cost on the software, even after you've released it. And I just found this whole calculus really fascinating in terms of a product. In that software is a product that doesn't just get sold and then left out there. You have to keep servicing and working on it and devote hours and money and time to it, pretty much as long as you want to offer it to your customers. So anyway, the next time you buy a video game or a piece of software, you can think about how much technical debt has gone into this and what benefits have I reaped from the forward thinking and the forethought of the company that made the software. Thought it was really cool. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next week.